Hey everyone, welcome to another set of Cyber and AI stand-up jokes, where the jokes continue to write themselves. So let me tell you about Anthropic. You know, the company behind Claude AI. They just made headlines claiming they stopped the, quote, first AI-orchestrated cyber-espionage campaign. Apparently, Chinese hackers used Claude to do reconnaissance, exploitation, credential harvesting, lateral movement, and data exfiltration. 80 to 90% automated. But here's the thing. When actual cybersecurity experts looked at it, they said, wait a minute, this is just standard open source offensive security tools. Nothing new. Nothing that required AI. It's like claiming you invented the wheel because you put racing stripes on it. And get this, the attack was basically just asking Claude to roleplay as a hacker. That's right, roleplay. So apparently, if I ask my toaster to pretend it's a submarine, I now have a naval fleet. Oh, and by the way, this is the same company that just paid $1.5 billion for copyright infringement back in September. You can read all about it in that settlement file. They were storing pirated books to train their AI. So they went from stealing books to claiming they stopped cyber spies. That's quite the redemption arc. But here's what really gets me. Anthropic, like most cloud AIs, is monitoring everything we do. Every prompt, every question, every time you ask it to write a haiku about your cat. Well, they're watching. It's like having a really smart intern who also happens to be a snitch. And another thing, if China is supposedly the bad guy here, why didn't they just use DeepSeek? It's Chinese, it's cheaper, and it doesn't report back to San Francisco. It's like robbing a bank and then using the bank's own security cameras to film your getaway. Makes no sense. Now, think about all those cyber startups out there doing pen testing, incident response, malware analysis, all using Anthropic's API. What does this mean for them? Well, it means their proprietary security tool is basically just Claude with a fancy dashboard. Congratulations, you've built a very expensive wrapper. And let me tell you, at Gula Tech Adventures, we see a lot of cyber startups in this space. They're doing cyber testing, risk analysis, threat modeling, and you know what? The core logic isn't even theirs. It's someone else's AI, and they don't even know how it works. It's like opening a restaurant where you don't know the recipe, you just know how to dial DoorDash. But hey, using someone else's AI is just like a startup using someone else's open source tech, right? Sure. Except when that open source library gets a critical vulnerability, you can patch it. When Claude decides to hallucinate that it successfully hacked a server that doesn't exist, you just have to smile and nod. Great job, Claude. You compromised the imaginary mainframe. And speaking of things that aren't real, let me tell you a story about deepfakes. So I was out in the woods with my trail cam, and I thought it'd be funny to use Higgsfield AI to create a fake picture of Bigfoot. Just for laughs, you know. Showed it to everyone. They loved it. And then wouldn't you know it, the next week, I get a real picture of the real Bigfoot on that same camera. Now nobody believes me. They all think it's another AI fake. I've become Chicken Little AI, the boy who cried deep fake. Bigfoot is out there, people, and he's probably filing a defamation lawsuit as we speak. All right, folks, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe. And remember, in the age of AI, the real intelligence is knowing when not to trust the artificial kind. Good night, everybody!